Hey there, I'm Andy Chanley from 88.5 FM, and this is one of our Here at Home video conference interview series. Joining me today is Amanda Shire and Jason Isbell. Thanks, guys, for joining up today.
Okay, thanks for having us.
Thanks.
Where are we talking to you from? Are you in Nashville?
We're right outside of Nashville in the country. We're right now in our barn where we practice and paint and try to get through the pandemic.
Is it back behind you? Is it raining right now?
It was raining all day yesterday. It's like 80% humidity.
It's a little gray.
Gotcha. All right. I'm from Indiana, so I know all about the humidity. Let's talk about the particulars here to start off. Amanda, latest single is The Problem, which people have been hearing here on 88.5 FM. And Jason and well, both of you with the 400 unit, the album that just came out at the beginning of the summer, Reunions, it's available now. We're going to talk about all that stuff. But first of all, you mentioned it just a second ago, Amanda. It's kind of a white knuckle time for a lot of us, pandemic and politics and everything that's going on. And I've talked to a lot of people that share your profession, and pretty much to a person, they've said that it's bittersweet, that this time has, had this, stress to it, like a resigned stress that we all feel. And also kind of a little bit of joy of having this time, this downtime together. How are the two of you weathering all this?
I myself am, at the beginning, I feel like there was a lot of ups and downs within the hour. And now I feel like it's ups and downs by the week, but it's a struggle for me. I feel it most at home playing music on stage with other people in the spirit of the live music meditation. And yeah, it's been tough. It has been tough, but I've been painting.
Yeah, it's not what we signed up for. It could be a lot worse. Obviously, I mean, we're very fortunate people, and we try to remain as aware of that as possible at all times. But sometimes it's really super frustrating because we had situated our whole lives around being traveling, performing musicians, and we had rearranged our brains in the way to where that provided us with the most joy, and now that's gone in some respects. So yeah, it's tough, but it could be a whole lot tougher.
Amanda, how would you characterize your painting? Would you say
graphic? I think it's graphic, kind of like.
Here, she can show you.
Oh, by all means,
it's like
it's not abstract.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
It's pretty serious. I would characterize it as serious damn business.
I don't know if I'm showing you anything.
No, it's amazing. I love the flowers that were just to the side of the orchids or whatever. That's lovely. And that I would assume provides a great deal of release for you when it's hard to find a lot of ways to, as you said, to express yourself.
For me, I think it makes me focus on something so hard that I don't have to think so much or worry so much about everything else. And not to say I'm not listening to the news and doing all that, I am, but it keeps a part of my brain clean.
Let's talk about the news for just a second here. And we'll talk about the song, The Problem. I don't usually like to timestamp these interviews, like when they stay, evergreen. But the fact of the matter is, in a couple hours here, the Senate Judiciary Committee, the Senate is going to confirm Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court and skew the ideological balance of the court 6-3 in favor of conservatives. So a pivotal time to be discussing the realities facing a woman with an unintended pregnancy. This song, The Problem, tell me about how this came to be.
I thought about it and got the idea for the song back in 2000, and I think it was I don't know when I had the idea, but I wrote it in 2016. And Yeah, I just wanted to write something honest and to write something that showed that the topic isn't as black and white as everybody tries to make it out to be. And I felt like putting it out at this time was important and timely. And being that I live in the South or Southeast, I thought that the proceeds should naturally go to the Yellowhammer Fund out of Alabama, but they also provide services for the southern states and stuff. And yeah, I think that it's important that we get to have the rights to do what we want with our bodies when we want to do them, and making abortion illegal or not, whatever. It's still always going to be a thing, and it should not be a thing where it has to be unsafe. I kind of went on a little windy road there.
The website you mentioned, though, the important thing, I guess, the takeaway, Yellowhammer Fund, yellowhammerfund.org, if people share your view on it and want to get involved there. Proceeds from the song go to that. Tell me about the cover art, this photo that you did for this. I mean, not to be superficial about a song that, has such a weighty theme, but this thing is gorgeous. I'm looking at, you're in a dress, you're soaked to the bone, waist deep in water and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but it's like a deep red that goes to blue and reflects the stormy sky above. And to me, I look at that and it felt like you're symbolically there, a woman standing in between the red and the blue, which is the way America is characterized a lot. And the thing just looks like it was shot on Saturn. How did that picture come about?
Well, the picture was taken naturally outside in a creek, and then through the visually and awesomely talented Delaney Royer, we talked about it, and we put the picture with the intent and the emotion, and that is what we got. And it's it doesn't say whether it's sunrise or sunset, and it doesn't say I wanted it to look strong no matter what, because not only are we women always looking weak and shit, but you don't want to back down from subject matter, or
you want to own it.
Yeah, you want to own it, and you don't want to. What is it when you try to make yourself smaller?
You want to empower yourself.
Yeah,
you want to look like you're proud of what you believe, and you're proud of the fact that you say it out loud. That's what I think.
And for the record, Yellowhammer is just not about abortion. It's also about providing free, birth control and condoms and such. You can get a mail delivered to your house if you want, just by visiting their website.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely look like a survivor in that photo. It's breathtaking. Just Google The Problem, Amanda Shire's images, and I'm sure it'll come up. And I remember, Amanda, when you were in the studio, it was like a year and a half ago, and you were talking about, by the way, this summer, you were just before your show at the Greek, you said, I'm going to do this band with some other female singers. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't realize it was going to be Brandi Carlile and Maren Morris and Natalie Hemby in there. And that album debuts at #1. When I saw you guys all performing together, and Jason, you played with them some, it just looked like you were having a ball.
It's been a real blast, and we're getting to play together again tomorrow. On a Yola song tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Hey, I got to play the guitar, and I remember when we played at Newport, and we were all backing up Dolly, and they were all singing and doing their set. It's the first show I have ever played without a microphone in front of my face, so that was great fun for me.
If you do hard enough on the internet, you can see the dressing room rehearsal in the trailer where we're singing and Jason's in the background.
Bawling. You don't have to dig very hard. It's easy to find. But yeah, I mean, just to hear them sing with Dolly and sing those songs and feel how important those songs were to the audience. It was huge. It was huge for me to be up there. It was a big deal.
Jason, I assume you're talking about Dolly Parton, the only Dolly that you would be bringing up. She's got a new book out called Song Teller. And she was saying that, that's how she envisions herself as, not a songwriter, but a song teller, someone who tells stories with music behind it. And that's how I envision you. In this song Dreamsicle that we've been playing on 88.5 FM, for example, you do something in there where you take these really tiny details that would seem insignificant, a folding lawn chair, and I can see the lawn chair with the aluminum and the nylon straps and everything, and heat lightning, and the squeak of sneakers on a basketball court. You take these little things that don't mean anything really, but they allow the listener to put themselves in it so easily. It takes me back to a humid summer night in Indiana when I was 9 years old. It's an impressive superpower.
That's my favorite line of yours right now. Is that new sneakers on? It's so good.
Well, thank you,
You're welcome.
everybody.
I like that.
You can't travel without some type of a key, or for lack of a better term, a talisman. You can't go to a difficult place without a detail. So when I think about, the dreamsicle or the chair or the basketball game, it takes me to these places in a way that's safe for me to then look around and see what kind of turmoil, my life was in at that point in time. And if you don't give people details, your song just gets sort of lost in the cloud of everybody else's song.
They get real abstract real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the songs that I like all have really great details. That's what I wind up remembering. And that's what takes me back to the song and then to the part of my life that I feel like affiliates with the song.
When I was with John, he would say, "What's in the room with you?" And I would be like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yes, he could put himself there.
Yeah. Another song on that record, "Be Afraid," the first single. In there's a line about you talk about you snapping at the guy that just tuned your guitar tech, and what a big shot that might make you. But Amanda, we were talking when you were in the studio last year. I have a 5-year-old daughter, Vivian, and you both have a 5-year-old daughter. Is it Mercy? Mercy. Yeah. So I happen to know from personal experience with a 5-year-old daughter, even 2 international recording hotshots are in the pecking order below her will. Have you come to terms with your place in the natural order of things in the Shires Isbell household?
I enjoy it. I mean, I don't really see us as anything but ourselves. And I think we work hard to remain ourselves. And is that what you're asking?
Yeah, it's with my daughter. It's like I just feel like I sometimes forget how little they are, and these times have made me slow down and remember to take everything one moment at a time. And sometimes 2 pieces of Lego stuck together is the most important thing I've got to deal with. It's all about making the lowest common denominator in the house happy.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want her to be that willful, and I don't want her to know that she's small. But I try to make it my job to teach her how to control that a little bit, so she doesn't get out in the real world and start throwing her will around at everybody else. But I don't know, I don't want her to know that she's 5 or that she weighs 35 pounds. I want her to think she's a big, huge giraffe walking across the veldt eating leaves from the top branch. Yeah. But I also have to try to get her in bed at a certain time. So that's a tough negotiation.
Yeah. Yes. One of my daughter's teachers said, it's our job to be the container. You just contain it. You don't have to set a whole bunch of rules. You just got to, make sure that they get that general path. And it's a daily struggle. It's a great struggle, but it's a daily struggle. Well, I won't keep you guys for too much longer. Jason, this is the first time I'm talking to you. I believe I asked a similar question to Amanda when we spoke before, but I like asking this one because I think it says a lot about somebody. What do you think you'd be doing right now for an occupation if you weren't making music?
I don't know. I never had anything that I wanted to be other than this. As a kid, I would probably be teaching history or English or something somewhere. But the part of the reason why I do make music for a living is the fact that I've never allowed anything else to be an option. Because I got lucky in a lot of ways, but also from the time I was 7 or 8 years old, I thought, oh, people sing and play guitar for a living? Well, that is without a doubt what I'm going to do with my entire life. And I didn't want to be an astronaut or a firefighter or, anything like the other kids wanted to be. So yeah, I think I'd probably be drinking a whole lot and teaching English at community college in Alabama.
That's going to be my next career. What's the best meal you guys have made at home since lockdown?
Jason's made some risotto that's amazing.
I appreciate you. I love you, but you're a liar.
Mushrooms I grew. No, I think that's the best.
If that's what you think after all the Thai food that you've made,
I think it tastes different if you cook it yourself.
My risotto is fine, but this is not subjective. She's made like 4 different expert Thai dishes where she grew all the herbs herself and ordered all the Thai stuff from like Thailand and made it. It's extreme and it's brilliant.
That's what I was doing for part of quarantine.
I can use machines made by Breville to make rice and pasta. That's not the same as like alchemy. It's amazing. We've had some really, really good Thai food.
Sounds very impressive. It sounds like a lot of cilantro involved. For the risotto, no, I need to know. Was that hot pot? Was that instant pot risotto, or is that over open flame?
I've done it both ways. And when I bought the risotto maker, and I took it.
This is like 6 years ago.
It's been a while, yeah. And I took it to her, and I was like, "Check this thing out. It's supposed to work." And she said, "Just leave the receipt and leave the device on my desk, and I will take it back. You're not even trying. That's not going to work." And so I snuck it back out of her office and tried it without telling her that night. And by God, it made good risotto. And you can leave it. You don't have to stir it the whole time. You can put everything in and you leave it for half an hour, and then boom, it's done. It's changed our lives.
Yeah, my Instant Pots made me look smart. It's it's amazing.
It's amazing.
Little things like that, the small joys in life. Well, the new song, like I said, is called The Problem. We've been playing it on 88.5 FM. If you haven't heard it, by all means, go out and get that because the proceeds go to yellowhammerfund.org. And the new album is out, Reunions. Next time we all get together, I hope it's in person out in LA here, and we can, you guys can play instruments and entertain us, and we can chat for longer.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
I would love
Thanks
that.
for playing the song. There's it's interesting.
Takes some gumption.
It does. Thank you.
So thanks.
Well, thank you for everything. Best wishes to your family, and we'll see you down the road somewhere. Jason Isbell, Amanda Shire on 88.5 FM.
88.5 FM, KCSN, and KCSN HD1 Northridge, Los Angeles. KSBR and KSBR HD1 Mission Viejo. A service of California State University Northridge and Saddleback College. Member-supported public radio. Streaming on the web at 88.5fm.org.